Hello. So this video is called If the Shoe Fits, Wear It. A lot of you, and you can decide if this video is for you, or about someone that you're dealing with. But a lot of you sit here as the Queen of Pentacles. So as the Queen of Pentacles, just a quick question for you guys. As the Queen of Pentacles, you know how you are. You know that you have a very thoughtful side. Your thoughtfulness goes beyond measure. You know that you're very smart. You know that you pick up things and you get very intuitive very often. You also know, you can feel when something is just not right. You can feel when somebody's coming towards you or at you, verbally, mentally, physically, emotionally. You can tell when something isn't the way it used to be or should be. You can also tell when somebody is not being honest with you in a situation. Now, as we look at the card of the Queen of Pentacles, okay, what this is saying, some of you may be feeling a little bit melancholy right now. I get it. But for some of you, this card is this way. For some of you, this is talking about having suspicion. This is talking about mistrusting. This is also talking about neglect. Now, neglect can go very widespread here because neglect can talk about you neglecting yourself or your partner neglecting you. This also could be a family member, somebody taking advantage of you, somebody expecting you to do all of it. Somebody's not chipping in. Somebody's not doing their half. So I want you to be really careful, whoever this is for. For some of you, you may have had suspicions and you can't quite put your finger on it. You can't quite figure out what's happening. For some of you, you may be suspicious based on your past experiences, based on past hurt, based on a past relationship that may have not went well. Some of you are living by the scars that have been created by other people in your life. For a lot of you, as we go back, for a lot of you, as the Queen of Pentacles, again, you're going above and beyond for someone. You're still trying to figure out what is it that you can do to make something better. What is it that you can do to mend this broken heart, to mend this problem? I get it. You know, some of you are thinking that, maybe when they came towards you or maybe when they said something to you, it made you feel a certain kind of way. It also made you feel a little standoffish. It maybe made you feel like, I don't know if this can be fixed, repaired. I don't know if they'll want to reconcile. Some of you are taking the blame and the hit for the problem in the relationship, and it is not one-sided. It is not. As the next card comes up is the Knight of Wands in the same situation. When we're dealing with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is definitely a person who you felt was very generous. This is somebody who definitely had been on quite a long journey. They may have had other relationships. They may have had another situation. They may still be dealing with a marriage, a separation, even going through a divorce at this time. But when you look at this Knight of Wands, he's created some jealousy for you. He also acts very narrow-minded sometimes, or she. I shouldn't just say he, or she. This person kind of has their blinders on and only sees what looks like it's going to work for them. They can be very selfish in a situation. I want you to be really careful because they come across almost as the Page of Cups. And it's funny because the next card that comes up is the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups, they come across as being very sweet, very kind, very motivated, very interested, almost wanting to talk about a lot of things, acting as if they care, going out of their way. But do you notice that sometimes every time they do something for you, it's because they have a motive to get something out of it? Just saying. If that doesn't fit for you, okay, don't take it. But for some of you, that's what I see. Somebody acts like they're doing something for you, but it really ends up for them. In other words, yeah, I'll pick you up bread, I'll pick you up eggs, I'll pick you up milk, and then they're staying and you're going to feed them. It's not that, here it is, and okay, I'm glad you got everything you need and I'm going to go. No, it's, I want something out of this. It's the same thing for a lot of you dealing with this Page of Cups. A lot of you, it may be in reverse. Again, as we speak about reversal, it could be poor judgment, poor imagination. Again, no desires, not trying to make something happen, just kind of leaving life on its own terms and not trying to push for a relationship, not trying to push for a commitment, just trying to hold their own steady, just so they can keep on going, keeping things the way it is, keeping things the way it's been, keeping things the way it was. A lot of you are going to start to recognize, because the Justice card is going to come in, and when the Justice card comes in, we know that the Justice card is very, very strong card, okay? It is also kind of like an awakening. It's definitely a lot to do with this is power. This is somebody trying to show you they have power, or they're wanting to take power or take control of a situation. It's kind of like their way or the highway. This Justice card can also talk about a renewal. There may be improvement in some areas. You may find that you can get back together and be okay for a little bit, and then it separates again. For some of you, you are very, very much involved here with the Seven of Swords. The reason I say that is because a lot of you have been through betrayal. A lot of you have taken the attempt to move away, to stop something, to get out of it, to turn your back, to deal with it, some of you to challenge it. For some of you, when I look at the Seven of Swords, 7 scares me. It talks about the betrayal. It talks about third parties. The Seven of Swords can definitely be a very unwise attempt on somebody's behalf. For some of you, you may have wanted to get counseling. You may have wanted to get help in a situation. You may be looking for advice. You may be trying to understand what's going on and trying to see how you can either win this. Because for some of you, it feels like a competition. It's like, well, if I do this, maybe he'll want me more. And the other one's like, well, if I get pregnant, then maybe he'll stay with me. And the other one's like, well, you know, if I buy him everything, if I pay his bills, if I take care of him, then maybe he'll love me more. That's not going to be the case. It's not going to be the case. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. And with the Eight of Pentacles, somebody's definitely either looking for a job, talking about starting a new job, creating something about a new job, learning a trade, going back to school. Somebody's trying to further their education, but at the same time, it's all about them. It's what they're trying to do. It's they're trying to build. They're trying to grow. And eventually they're going to grow away from you because you're not doing something together. You're not doing this as a team. You're not doing something as a couple, as in harmony. One person's taking their path and you're taking your path. These roads may cross, but they will not intercede one another. They will not combine to one highway. It's going to end up going in a different direction for both of you if you're not careful. For some of you still struggling with the Five of Cups. You're still struggling with this Five of Cups. The Five of Cups always talking about something broken, a broken marriage, a broken relationship, regrets, sorrow. Some of you may be feeling this way after the situation happened. Some of you are going back and forth in your mind, or you're going back and forth with this person. Now, 3 weeks ago, you said you weren't going to be with them. You weren't going to let them in. You weren't going to start over. And now you're back with them. For some of you, it's because of the children. For some of you, it's because of the financial support that they're giving you. For some of you, it's just because it's something to do. It's better than being alone. For some of you, it's very difficult to get out of change. And again, just like the video I did previously about you're not normal. Your relationship's not normal. Your lifestyle's not normal. What you do is not normal. It's what we call normal because we're familiar. It's familiar. We get used to things. Even toxicity, we get used to. So be careful. Be careful. The blessings are on the way for many of you because a lot of you have been dealing with some stiff competition. A lot of you definitely have the strength or the courage to get through something and try to obtain this victory, which is winning this person or winning back this relationship. A lot of you, I see the Ace of Cups, and I feel like there's a lot of good health here, a lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of beauty. I feel like with the Ace of Cups, you're going to finally see your worth, your self-worth. You're going to start building up your self-esteem, which was knocked the hell down by somebody. For a lot of you, you're dealing with disappointment as well, kind of like the Eight of Cups. You're dealing with disappointment in a situation that brought you back. But now you're going to trample real quick forward because you're not going to let anything come in between you and somebody else. Now, you're not going to let somebody take you and your pride and knock you down. For some of you, thank goodness for the Ten of Cups because you have friendships, you have happiness, you have balance, you have somebody that's listening. You have somebody that you can talk to, somebody who kind of puts you back on the right path or back on the right track, somebody who shows you that you're okay. For some of you, you are trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. That's not going to work. For some of you, you're trying to make something fit that's just not fitting. For some of you, you're just so damn scared to be alone. You're so afraid that this journey would be forever by yourself, and it won't. You're so afraid you'll never find anybody else, and you will. For a lot of you, this is the Four of Swords. It's temporary. It's a temporary exile. It's temporary. For some of you, you may retreat or go on a retreat. For some of you, there is going to be a balance. There is going to be an answer. There is going to be a message coming through. You can expect, if you haven't heard from somebody for a minute, I guarantee you're going to hear from them. There's something coming through. There's somebody who's going to want to create harmony again. They're going to act like they want to come back. They're going to act like they want to fix it. They're going to act like they got it all figured out now. They're going to act like, you know what, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. So let's do this. They're going to act like, some of them are going to act like nothing's wrong or nothing really happened. Just forget about it and let's just try it again. Let's just do this. For some of you, I don't know who you're doing. I don't know what you're taking care of. I don't know if you're trying to be somebody's mother or their girlfriend. I think you're confused in your role because I see you doing everything for them and they're not expected to do anything. You're not on this earth just to make them happy and yourself sad. That's not what you're here for. For a lot of you, start looking at the Nine of Pentacles. Look at your solitude. Look at your well-being. For some of you, it is the Ten of Pentacles. It's talking about your wealth. Maybe your property. Maybe your stability. Maybe you're selling a home. Maybe you're moving. Again, we're back to the beginning with the Queen of Pentacles. The card that I showed you first is talking about thoughtfulness. How smart you are, your intelligence, your intuition is right on point. Pay attention to it. Stop ignoring the signs. You have a King of Pentacles around. This is somebody who's very reliable. This is somebody who's steady, who's balanced, who creates that for you. This could be a good friend, or it could be an ex-partner that things, for whatever reason, at that time didn't work out, and that person is returning. An ex-partner could be returning, but for some of you, I have the Death card. And the Death card doesn't talk about somebody dying, but it's talking about unexpected changes. So the Death card, I feel, is very much part of this whole situation. It's talking about unexpected changes. Things you didn't plan on. things you weren't prepared for. Kind of like that tower moment, right? When it hits you, because it makes something happen right away. It just makes it happen really quick. Then you'll have the Judgment card. You'll have that awakening. You'll have that renewal. Rejuvenation is on the way here. It's going to be amazing. You're going to get promoted, lifted up. There'll be no more abandonment anywhere. Nobody's going to press judgments on you. Nobody. There's going to be a perfect combination on the way to you. This combination could end in marriage. This combination could give you success with money. This combination could be eternal. For a lot of you, the downfall, the devil card again, unexpected failures, controversy, disaster, temperaments, arguments, disagreements, back and forth, repeating the same cycle. Be careful. And then we have the Hangman. Again, changes, boredom, tired of the same thing, tired of feeling the same way, tired of them always giving you the same answer. Be careful. Your confidence could get tested here. Be careful. Don't allow a disruption to throw you off of your track. You have something in mind. You have a plan right now that you're working on. You also have a goal set. So don't let anybody or anything get in the way of that goal. That goal is your future. For some of you, this awakening, this renewal, this promotion, this judgment is all going to balance out. It's all going to give you that inner strength. Yep. Kind of like the Hermit card. It's going to give you inner strength. It's going to get you to withdraw with caution. You're going to back up. You're going to back up. You're going to look at something from a distance. You're going to carefully see what's in front of you. You're going to evaluate something, maybe without passing judgment at the time, but you're going to find a new perspective to look at it, to understand it. Then you're going to come in with harmony. Then the Lover's card comes in. The Lover's card shows up. That shows me that there is trust coming in a romantic kind of way. Or through a romantic partner, there's trust. It's also showing me that, yes, you're going to deal with a little bit of backlash. When I say that, I mean you're going to deal with feelings from a past relationship or a past situation, and they're going to surface every once in a while to make you judge something wrong or be critical about something or be nervous about something or even trigger these sensitive insecurities that you have because of what somebody had done to you in the past, because of the scars that were created by someone else in the past. However, do not let these scars keep you from having a beautiful, bright future. Love is scary, but it's worth the chance. Whether it works out or it doesn't, the experiences that you'll go through and grow through this relationship will help you to become stronger, to become wiser, and to be prepared for the next relationship that comes. There'll be a lot of happy times. Yes, there'll be a couple sad times. There'll be some challenges in there. But you have to remember what the lesson is along the way. Because your whole point of being here in this world is about lessons. You are, in fact, the High Priestess, male or female. You have the knowledge. You have the wisdom. You have the intuition built right in you from day one to deal with whatever's going on. Remember to keep things in proper perspective. Remember to look at things through reality eyes. Remember, do not try to create something from illusions or delusions. Don't try to make something more than what it is. Don't try to allow somebody to pull the wool over your eyes. But at the same time, immediately, instead of giving somebody 4, 5, 6 chances on doing something to you, against you, behind your back, kind of like with the moon card, when you're dealing with deception, disillusionments, trickery, disgrace, even danger. Don't give somebody the chance to do it to you twice. Show them that your standards are above average, that they must at least meet your boundaries here, not below. You will not lower your standards. They have to come to you or towards you in a certain mannerism, with a certain amount of ideas. If you were just wanting to sit around and just be with every other person, you'd just hang in the bar all day long and leave with different people all day long. It's not what you're here for. That's not what you signed up for. And you didn't sign up to be with somebody who's going to go running around doing the same things and disrespecting you at the same time, but yet come home and expect you to do everything for them. Cook for them, clean for them, wash their clothes. Get all that set up for them so they could go back out with the other person? Are you nuts? All right, you guys, like I said, my normal, your normal, it's not normal. So I want you guys to take the time, again, to realize that you are in fact the Empress. You are very smart. You can accomplish many things. You will take action coming this month of January. You will take action. You will show somebody your creativity. You will show them your self-confidence. When you show somebody, this is how I feel about me, I feel great about me, they'll learn that they have to treat you that same way or you won't accept them. If you go in and talk bad about yourself, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that, I'm dumb, I don't make much money, I don't have much, blah, 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 then that's how they're going to treat you. Like you need them. But if you go in confident, regardless of what's in your bank account, go in confident, walk confident, talk confident, smile confidently. At the end of the day, they're going to work really hard to keep up to you, to make you happy, to maintain the way you're acting and feeling now. So remember what I said. Energy is always moving. You see that fan? That's energy, constantly moving. Thoughts, constantly changing. Ideas, constantly coming. So, don't quit. Don't give up. Let me know comments below if this made sense to you. Love you guys.